we're back again, hopefully. We seem to, something went wrong. Seem to have lost the internet for a moment. Not quite sure what happened there. We'll see if anyone joins us again. Seem to have lost the internet for a moment. So we're back then, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we'll just see if people catch up.
Start talking.
So yes, I still got well, I've got one. There's one person joined us back. So don't know what happened. Just breaking stream. Everything got chucked out. So we'll go back to where we were, and then because people can obviously watch, catch up on it. So we were just showing you round the Newcastle retreat. So I'm not really sure which one we got on. So
you'll be able to pull up outside these doors and unload your sewing machine and your stuff, so we can bring it straight into the sewing room, which is where we're going into the other half now. So this is the other half of the room you saw. So here's the partition which will be coming down, and then you'll have all this, so you can see it's extremely well lit. We'll obviously won't have round tables. Everyone will have a 6 foot rectangular table. So this is the room. So we're in Newcastle, just in case you hadn't worked that one out. And we'll have teas and coffees, and then lunch will be brought in and served on the tables down here. And there is another little annex which we might have as well, that you can be in as well. So we could have the shops and stuff in here, or we might just not necessarily use this bit because the other hall is quite big. I reckon we could get 60 people in here if we needed. So there you go, that is your look at Newcastle.
Right, that was the sewing room in Newcastle. I have no idea what happened. I'm not quite sure when we lost signal and cut out, but welcome back, Sonia, Carol, Pamela, Susan. So I ain't got many, but I've got 16 viewers now. So Joe just suddenly came and said I wasn't live, so it just dropped out. Morning again, Abby. Don't know what happened there. See, I'm supposed to be the tech expert, and everything went astray. So that was a quick trip around the Newcastle hall. You can see it's lovely, well lit, and this was in the evening. This was at like about 7 o'clock. So it wasn't any light coming in from the outside because there obviously are windows to the outside. So we'll just do the third bit of the thing. So there's a foyer where you'll bring your sewing machines in. So this is that.
So in between the two halves of the sewing room, there's this little lobby. So there are toilets either end, ladies behind me, gents was in front there, and doors that go outside to a little undercover area where you can sit outside if you wish.
So that is where you'll bring your, if you're coming to Newcastle. Like I say, I'm recapping now because I don't know where we cut out. We're about a third full, Newcastle. Air, we still have lots of room on air. If you want a last minute sign up, it's straight after the Glasgow show. If you're going to come to the Glasgow show and see myself and Abby there, we both got stands, and then you were going to go on to the retreat. If you wanted, we could get you an extra night at the hotel. It's 20 minutes from Glasgow. We are staying in our accommodation. We booked a flat for myself, Abby, and Angela, who's with us. Sorry. You could go on to the hotel if you wanted to, and you'd be ready there for Sunday. Morning, Sue. Morning, Mandy. Sorry, and someone put "don't drink tea because we're losing you," and that was it. That went, didn't it? So we're still live. So anyway, new fabric. So this is the driftwood fabric. Joe has been out to the van to get this. So this is the driftwood fabric. So these are all the different colorways that there are in it. This is on the website. This went down really well at Harrogate. Everybody seemed to love this. It was on the front of the counter. We did sell chunks of it, so it isn't on special offer. But this roll will be added onto the website soon if you wanted a roll. So there's 24 different colorways, and this is a 5-inch strip of each one. So just flicking through, so you've got little beach huts in different lights and darks, and then there's a couple of there's a beach hut and a cream. You see the beach hut and the cream, not very well, and then there's 2 complete panels, one light blue and one in dark blue, and then some, and the last 2 are the sailboats in white and blue. So that is the driftwood fabric that's they came in, arrived while we were at Ardingly on the driveway. Had to get my friend over the road to come and wheelie bin it to her garage before it got wet. So that's that. I'll quickly cover the new quilts. The driftwood fabric is very similar to the Adidas sitar fabric that we made the big quilt in. So the big quilt over there, the big quilt over there. We sold a few kits of that at the weekend. It's £175 for the full kit. Template, instructions, everything. If you wanted one and you were coming to Wales, it might be good to order it. We'll bring it along. I mean, you don't have to buy it, but we don't bring lots of kits with us. Above us, Pigs in Blankets, lots of people were buying that. The pattern, the template, and even the complete kit at the weekend in Harrogate. The dinosaur one there. No, I'll get it right one day. The dinosaur one there. It's on the website. There should be more panels arriving tomorrow. If you order before Wednesday as an Amigos special, you'll get the dinosaur, a dino, with it. One of our that's in our set, and you get that free with it. But after that, it will go back to being just the kit. And if you order it or you message us and say I'd like one to be brought to Wales, I'll bring one to Wales with the template as well, so you have that for free. But if you're buying it just in Wales, it won't have the template with you, so you need to order it to say you've been watching us on Amigos live on a Sunday morning. Finally found you, Margaret. Thank you. Sorry, I did disappear for a small while, like hijinks. Yes. Kim, you're back. Fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed. And below is the the truck and tree, which I've got the paper version sorted, and I'm just doing the kits this week, so that will be ready in Wales. For that, where are we going next? So February, Welsh Quilt Show. So we are off. I think that should. There was whether it should be CH or SH. There was a bit of a. I went and looked it up, and I'm still not quite sure as to whether it's a C or an S. Something said it should be an S, some said it should be a C, and there's something about honour to the Welsh or something, but perhaps Julia will tell me whether it should be an S or a C. We got Ubrink Studios morning. Good morning. Why am I not getting the rest of that feed? I'm getting a good morning. Yes, there it is. And so the Welsh Quilt Show, not this coming week, next week, where you will find the 3 Amigos all together in a line on one bay. And then the week after that, we're at Newmarket, local ground for us, at the Rolly Mile Racecourse. And then we're off to Glasgow, where we'll see Abby. And then straight after Glasgow, we have the first retreat of the year. So there's still time to sign up for that retreat. The one for which one are we going? So the retreat, if you sign up now, I'm going to be changing the website because I'm be asking for the the rest of your payment for it. So it will go onto the website if you want to come to the Glasgow retreat or the Ayr retreat. It will be you'll be paying the whole full amount because we're just reaching that point. And for the others, for Basingstoke, I said I'm doing that this week as well. Be sending you out your bills to pay, the links to pay for that. So that's all that sorted. we're running out of time because we had a glitch. We're still live because I've got a camera over there. So the prehistoric fabric is on special at ½ metre. So if you're buying the dinosaur kit and you wanted to put a piece of fabric on the back, if you chose the one you wanted, you need 1.5 metres of fabric to go on the back of the dinosaur quilt. Okay, you can choose, there's several to choose from. You can get whichever one you want to go on the back. The high tide is still on special because we've got us upside down because we've got quite a lot of that. So that's the high tide fabric. We've got them packed up. We sold a few more of them at Harrogate, but we've got several packed up and still bit on the bolt, so that you can get that on the Sunday special as well, £8 off. There's the dinosaur thing, £22 for the kit. That's the panel. I think there's 32 squares go around the outside, and then there's this lovely stripy binding, which if I can bring over, lovely stripy binding that goes around the edge, so you get a bit of that as well to go there. So and Clarence's special fabric, Clarence's special offer fabric of this for this fortnight is this. I don't know whether that's even up the right way. I don't think it is. Let's try that way. It's treasure islands and little boats and stuff. So there's that. There's not much on the website because, as you can see, the bolt is nearly gone, but I'm not sure what's left. So if someone starts buying it, we'll start cutting them off. And if I know, then once I know how much there is, I might add a few more. So if you go on and get it, and it says it's out of stock, bear with me because I may add a few more in, or you can just message us and say, is there? Wonder if the Amigo Sunday, then I got distracted. I shall catch up with you, Abby, later. I mean, you wondered if, Lisa wondered if it was an Amigo. Of course it's an Amigo Sunday. It's every other week. It should be marked on your calendar.
New fabric's coming.
New fabric's coming. Oh, that was the prompt because I haven't got my list. So Monday we have 7 boxes turning up on the driveway. God knows what's in them. So there will be at least 2, 3, probably 3 ranges in 7 boxes, I would have thought. We probably have an unboxing ceremony if we've got room on the driveway because we've got 2 vans and a car at the moment. Got to remember to look at the calendar, Lisa. Yes, Lisa. So yeah, they'll be arriving there. So it'll be an unboxing, and you can see that. All the new fabric will be going to Wales. So you want to go anything. How's the weather doing? So we are at the weather check. So this is a live cam of the weather outside. So that's currently the view out of the window across the field. You can see the cars going. Now look, a big tanker just going past up and down the bypass from the hospital roundabout to the Hardwick roundabout. So you can see it's not snowing, it's not raining. Yes, the sky is a bit grey, but the sun is still struggling to come out. So that's just to prove it is. So I think that I've just about covered most things. So if I go to the retreat, I don't want to go to that bit of the retreat. So there must be another bit. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I did. So that was the view round the.
So this is just one half of the sewing room. Actually, it's not even
so
a half.
Retreats, air still room. But you'll be getting your bills
so
imminent. Basingstoke is full.
Come down
you will be getting your bills imminent. Newcastle's got a third people full, and Coventry has got 4 or 5 people to go on it. That is all that's left for Coventry. So that I think I've covered everything in spite of the break because I didn't have a list this morning. When's the last payment for air? I think I just covered that. I'm about to put it out this week. We've obviously been away at the show. We've been at Harrogate. People have seen the videos from Harrogate. If ever I did the quilts, did a look round, everything there. So you can go on the YouTube or Facebook and catch up on them. And yes, I will be putting out your bills today, tomorrow, Tuesday. While we sort out our life because we've been away again for so much, and we've got to take the van back tomorrow because we're having to rent a van because our van has died. I know I covered that earlier, but I don't know whether that came in. Morning, Debbie Cole. Debbie's one of Joe's friends, and we go to Cozy Cabin once a month and do a mini sewing retreat amongst us there. So like, and we were trying to sway Debbie to come to Ayr. She wanted to come, but she couldn't spend that much time away. But we're trying to twist her arm and get Debbie to come to Ayr. So there you go, Debbie. They'll all be expecting you. Popped off to order from Abby Ann, and you disappeared. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. If Joe hadn't come upstairs and told me I'd gone off, I'd be still happily chatting here to myself. But there's no change there. So if you missed it, new fabric driftwood came in, but there'll be it won't be the new fabric for long because there's at least 3 collections coming in tomorrow. I'd love to come, says Debbie. So that was the driftwood fabric. We'll have a roll of it. The roll is £42. It will be free P&P, and it contains a 5-inch strip of everything. So 5 by 42. I will put that on when I've finished the live. I'll add that onto the end of the driftwood section. If I haven't done already, I may have done it. Can't remember what anything. It's all been a rush from the show. It's sort of like with the van trouble and hiring a van and doing that and everything. And then finally we wish Jo well because she was ill at Ardenley last year, and she's finally got her scans and everything for this week. So she's in and out of hospital doing this, that and the other. So that's going to add to the fun and games of this week before we go away. And also I'd like to, my cousin Christine was on last week. I'd like to send my condolences to her. My cousin Alan, her brother, sadly passed away last week. So Christine, if you're catching up on this later, we send your condolences to you for the loss of your brother. So we'll move. Where are we going now? So we've done the new quilts and the stuff and everything. I'll just recap where we're going, I think, just to make sure you're all there. Welsh Quilt Show in February, and then Newmarket. We're in the corner. Please don't come to Newmarket and say you couldn't find us like people did the other year. We're at the bottom of the stairs in the corner by the window. We have a big stand. We stretch our limits and come out a lot further than perhaps we should. and then obviously after Newmarket, we're up to Glasgow. Glasgow is a big show, well worth attending. Certainly if you're in Scotland, come over. It's still the only real quilt show that's in Scotland. And then straight after the Glasgow show, we have the retreat at Ayr, which was not at Ayr, it's at Prestwick, but Prestwick is near the airport. Talking about the airport, Newcastle, because the hotel at Newcastle is actually right on the end of the runway, and we were concerned whether there would be aircraft noise at night because the aircrafts fly to like 2 a.m. So we actually spent the night there to test it out, and we never heard a single aircraft at all. The parking is free at the airport, but you do have to remember to put your number in at reception to make sure there, because a lot of people would park there and go off on holiday. It is a big car park, and there is plenty of space, but you might have to drive around a bit to find somewhere to park. But obviously we showed you that there's a road. You can come along to the window, come along to the doors, unload your sewing machine and bring them in. So that'll all be lovely like that. It's pretty much the same as Basingstoke. Those that come into Basingstoke, we did that last year. We had that little foyer bit. You can pull up outside of that from the car park and bring your sewing machine and everything in, and then you can park your car and go and check in. So we try to make that. We're not quite sure how we're going to do that at Abingdon in Scotland. It may be coming through reception. We may be able to come in through the side into the quilt room, but I'm thinking it will depend on the weather, I think, because there's a bit of grass involved in it before we come into the fire exit for the room. So it may be better to go up the ramp and into the reception and come in that way. But we'll be there to help you anyway, so we can sort all that out. So it's been a bit, because I didn't write a list. I didn't write down what I should be doing. I I forgot anything that I should be. The bee quilt from finish my FPP of the bee. Oh, the bee quilt. Yes, the summer bees. You finished that. I'd forgotten about that. We've still got one of them left. If anybody wants one, I'm not sure whether it's on the website or whether it's in. She came on earlier to say good night. Oh, did she? Oh, right. So I missed. Is that my cousin? Came on earlier to say good night. I must have haven't read through it all. So she'll perhaps come back and check. Sort of like maybe it was on the first one. I'm just trying to scroll up and down the list, but yeah, you're back. Yes, I'm back. So you'll have to watch this it'll be an Amigos of 2 parts. I'm not sure how long the first part lasted before I went. So I think we've just about covered everything. We are, like I say, we're off on the road for all this lot. The weather outside is on the cars going at the bypass. I think it's looking a bit brighter already, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, God, did it rain in Harrogate? It poured. It was thick fog going to the thing every morning. Dreadful weather. But we're back home in the comfort of the Norfolk weather now for a week, and then we're off. So it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock, and I have to be going. So I thank you all for watching. I thank Julia for starting us all off. I thank Abby for being the bit in the middle, being the jam in our Amigos sandwich, and we will see those that are coming to Glasgow, Wales. And as Abby said, tell us who you are. 3 people turned up at Harrogate, and I'm going, yeah, I know you, but I don't know your name.
I try to keep on keeping on. I try to keep on keeping on.